All right, I gotta close the door on this one because the door was just closed on me, and as by the rules of engagement, since I'm a YouTube lawyer and I don't have any accreditations, but I have information. I have loads of information. I have lots of access to information. And let's not forget legislation because this is a new era, and I don't have time for fucking idiots. I really don't. I really don't have time for abuse of power or collusion or racketeering or exclusion just because of my nature and who I am as a person, and also because of my skill and because of my status uh, within society. I will not be starved out because of these military contracts. If there's anybody that's more adept and in tune, and let's say favorable, if you're going to hire somebody for a military contract, what you're going to do is you're going to hire someone who has experience with the military. And cadets don't get enough respect. We don't. We don't. Same with scouts. Anyone that has been part of a paramilitary or civilian military organized association or organization, such as the Navy League, will include them too because a lot of people have good experiences with them. And I'm going to call out fucking Cascade Aerospace here. The conglomerate that's also associated with Longview Aviation, and I'm sure they're not happy by the fact that they were practicing in Calgary, not unfair but unsafe and high pressure, working environment. And I know loads of people that went through there, and then they chewed people out like nobody's business, right? Trying to do the CL2 215 turbo and 415 turbo conversions, in which some people actually they just they get PTSD. And I myself, without proper training before going in there, of course they might displace the responsibility to the third party. The third party agency, and then myself, vis-a-vis, deference, and no, that's their liability, that's their problem, that's their insurance, right? They're entirely responsible for themselves. They're independent. They got to deal with that. We don't have any culpability. We have no responsibility for these people whatsoever. I'm fucking tired of this fucking corporate BS. Okay, I got bills to pay. I got people to represent, as an upstanding person, and I have the rights and the wherewithal to use my wits and my intelligence and my wisdom to try and take these people on, at least threaten them, because if we don't threaten these people, they'll continue on the same patterns, right? The same collusion, the same issues, the same misuse and misallocation of government funds. It's just how it goes, all right? And here I'm at the matters reviewable by tribunal, so abuse of dominant position. So me, as Steel Aerospace Structures, even as an employee under the guise of this as this prospective position with Cascade Aerospace, that for which all of my liabilities would be covered, and all of my my training and so on and so forth would be covered through Cascade responsibilities, whatever else may have you. And I think the military is very tired of contractors that are taking advantage of the situation. There used to be a time in the military that they did everything in house, including NDT. And through the abuses of politicians and the revolving door of the military industrial complex, the private and the public sector, the erosion of the very heart of the core, the strength for the Canadian military has been eroded and eviscerated and eaten away by acid and toxic culture. Let's be honest about that. Some of this stuff is done on purpose for the benefits of other people. So let's go with the definition of Anti-Competitive Act. For the purpose of Section 79, Anti-Competitive Act means any act intended to have a predatory, exclusionary, or disciplinary negative effect on a competitor or to have an adverse effect on competition that includes any of the following acts: squeezing by vertically integrated supplier or the margin available to an unintegrated customer who competes with a supplier for the purpose of impeding or preventing the customer's entry into or expansion in a market. So that includes me. That's 78 1A. It's at like the very fucking top. The very fucking top. I ain't got fucking time for this fucking bullshit, okay? I don't. Cascade, you're fucking bullshit. You're fucking stupid as a corporation. You got too large, too big to fail. You know, this is the whole Aaron Brockovich thing, the whole David versus Goliath. And I'll take you on. I'll do all the studying. I got all the time in the world, and your lawyers don't. I got a network of people. I got Christians left, right, and center behind me and beside me. I go to the food bank. I get more donations. I support other people as I have my entire life. And I will not take this abuse. I will not. And neither will the military, frankly. You know, there's a lot of people that have served their entire lives for something greater. And, you know, the veterans that I've been trained by and been around, you know, on the job, are very disappointed with the whole scenario. Like, as previously explained with contracting, it was advented after 9/11 in order to fulfill a gap. But now, we're getting more than 20 years later, this is a real problem, right? 3 generations from wealth to ruin. And the same thing happened is happening right now in other AMOs across Canada, in which the agencies are taking too much of the pie, and they're increasing the overall operating costs, but they're not giving it that very much value. So, you know, I say this from direct firsthand experience and observance and talking to people throughout the industry. Like, they're just, you know, you get tired of going through the grinder, so to speak, the meat grinder of being a contractor, and then again the functionary of the HR, which, you know, by definition HR is evil. Let's be honest about that. Everybody knows that HR is evil, right? People don't get paid enough. You know, they explain away the margins and so on and so forth, and then, you know, the books get cooked in collusion. People get paid off. This is just how the world works, right? The wheels of democracy are greased by bribery, as they are in other places, which is much more acceptable, more culturally inclined, so to speak. In the CIA operatives, if you go around with $100 in your pocket in America and across the world, it'll get you almost anywhere. And, you know, so that's just how it is. You know, again, I have access to information. I know the internet. I've been in front of a computer since 1990. Well, more than that, I've been in front of a computer since 1992, 93, the 386. And I've been on the internet since 1997 with 16K modem. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I don't. I'll defend myself because I have the right to. And I don't care if that makes me a target, because I'm stronger than you, and I've been doing this longer. I've been watching people for a very long time. All I have to do is outlive you. That's the only thing I got to do. And I'm very, very well accustomed to living with basically nothing. I don't need you. Aviation needs me. Because the next generation of mechanics is already coming to power, and the older generation is absolutely nervous about it. We're talking about boomers here, and you know, maybe even Gen Xers who have gotten to a certain position within these corporations, and are you know, very nervous about the power structure and the payments and the bonuses, right? You know, the contract bonuses, which are basically payoffs. Same for the meeting of the bonuses for you know, meeting the demands, if not exceeding them, which are also payoffs, right? Let's be clear about that. You know, or for finding individuals, there's payoffs. This is all just naturally deducible by how the machine works, and you know it's there. You know, I don't exactly have concrete proof, but you know, because we're in the age of information, you know, Five Eyes, Patriot Act, whatever you want. You want to call me ignorant, you want to call me stupid by citing these things, but it's all traceable, and you can't run from it. It doesn't matter. It's all electronic. Sorry, I got friends everywhere. That's not a threat. That's a reality. and I'm tired of hiding. So I'll stand for them here and now. We've had enough of your bullshit. No government stands without support from its citizens. No corporation stands without the people that make up the body of the corpse. Right? That's the very definition of corporation, a body of people. And when you forget about people, they destroy you.